Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 1 of the One Punch Man specials. It was just hilarious, taking place very much in the earlier portion of the season, just before Genos has decided to move in with Saitama effectively. Saitama feels like after watching this horror movie, where some guy has a stalker, he feels very much like eyes are on him, like he's being watched. And lo and behold, is it Genos, again, before, formally deciding to move in with his master, he's going to keep watching Saitama from afar to see if he can figure out why Saitama is so OP. And the hilarity of this, because Saitama is so suspicious and he's sure someone's after him every quarter, he's like hiding out and everything, and you got Genos still watching him like, what's Master doing? It's just absolutely hilarious. He decides to treat himself to lunch. He goes out to lunch and he gets, the only thing he can afford is this plate of fries. And we learn something very valuable about Saitama in that moment. Apparently he doesn't like the short, crunchy ones. He likes the long, soft ones. And he's only got one long, soft one on the entirety of his plate. He excuses himself to the bathroom, comes back, and that one long, soft fry is gone. Taken, apparently, by Genos, because he believes this must be some kind of OP, power-enhancing food, like a super abnormal food that must be the basis for Saitama's superpower abilities, And he decides to send it back to the scientist, I guess, who's always constructing his cybernetics and whatever like that, fixing and repairing them. And, for study, to study this fry effectively. All the meanwhile, is he still keeping observation on Saitama? Saitama then runs into this, beautician guy. I guess it's like a supervillain, kind of in the vein of Puri Puri Prisoner, But his whole thing is, facial creams, and he's sucking the youth out of people. Their faces end up looking almost like dead and skull-like. It's all sucked in and everything like that. Super aged, super dried out, all that kind of stuff. And after the intro, Saitama does not, for 1 minute, remember him. I don't know who you are. I don't know if we've run into each other before, but I'm guessing you're the one who's been keeping an eye on me. You're the one who stole my precious French fry. You don't even see it. Off screen, boom, just kaboom. And of course, you basically have, the outline, the silhouette through the wall that this guy was sent through. And Saitama parting ways, you don't steal my fries. You don't get in between me and my fries, And it all ends basically with, Genos just having to sulk after figuring out, hey, it's just a French fried potato. There's nothing special about it. And this is apparently what prompts Genos to decide to move in with Saitama. And so I'm just saying, it was only 12 and a half minutes long, less than half an episode almost, or about half a regular episode length. But it was all kinds of hilarious. And then toward the end, you gotta watch the end credits of this thing. It's those super deformed, kawaii versions of the characters, and you got Genos banging a drum up on top of a building, and Saitama's sitting there doing a dance. Saitama sings, which I was losing it, and then you see shots of Sonic is dancing and doing moves, and you got Tornado flying overhead and everything. It was just freaking hilarious, all told. So highly recommend you check that out. You can find it online, streaming sites have it and everything like that. Just really cool to see that One Punch Man in some form is still going to be able to continue, in an anime form with these specials. And I'm going to be looking forward to checking them out, maybe chiming in from time to time as they're released to just talk about them, because One Punch Man is that kick ass. It's just that awesome. Any little bit of it I want to talk about. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below if you've seen this particular special, episode 1. I think it's called The Shadow Who Snuck Up Too Close. The shadow being Genos, apparently, stealing fries and all. And yeah, it was just kick-ass. And so I'd love to hear from you, whether you've seen it or not, whether you're going to be checking it out. And otherwise, that'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.